Hello, everyone. Very good morning to all. Sorry for the delay in the start. We were facing a slight streaming issues. So, welcome to our orientation session for the BS degree in Electronic System by IIT Madras. So, today we are going to go through about what is the qualifier process, what all things you have to take care while you're going through this 4 week of sessions, and what are the major pointers after you clearing the exam you will be doing. So that's what we are going to discuss today. Welcome you all for the orientation program for the September 2025 batch. So right now you guys have applied as a regular entry student. So when we say regular entry student, you have not participated in JE, but you are interested to come through this program. So you entered as a regular entry student. You will be having a qualifier exam, post which you will start with the first level in the program, that is foundational level. So in the qualifier process, these are the courses you are going to go through. That that is English 1, Mathematics for Electronics 1, Electronic System Thinking and Circuits, Introduction to C Programming. So every week in this qualifier process, what all we deliver, you can see the videos are released every week for each and every subject. Every week, the contents will be released. Along with the videos, there will be graded assignments for each course is released. And apart from this graded assignment and videos, the live sessions with instructors will happen, for which you'll be having a session calendars to provided. So the live session with the instructors and the discussion forum. So discussion forum is what it deals with. We're going to see in the upcoming slides. So in this case, in So right now, the qualifier exam for the September batch will commence on October 26th. So in order to get into the qualifier process for the October 26, 2025 exam, you'll be going through a 4 week of contents, 4 week of videos released for all the four subjects and graded assignment. You have to participate in all of this. So next step, we are going to see what is the learning portal you are going to use, what all are there in the learning portal for you to explore. So this is the portal snapshot. So where you can see your contents provided. So here already the contents has been released for the week one. So in this portal, you will be directed to this portal from your dashboard. So once you log into our website, you have to click in sign in and sign in using your registered email address. Once you sign into your registered email address, you will get into the dashboard. Once the dashboard is visible, you can click into the My Current Courses pages. On the left side, you can see that option, My Current Course page. If you go to that My Current Course page, it will show you the list of subjects what I have mentioned before. That is the English 1, Mathematics, and Electronic Circuits paper, and the Introduction to C Programming. You should see all the four subjects allocated to you. If you click on Go to Course page, that will end up in this portal, what I am showing in the screen right now. So this is the learning portal. So once you log into the learning portal, you can see a course introduction page and the week zero page and the disciplinary action information. So the week zero page will contain all your important links. So what are the important links that is shown in the screen? So this one, it's related to the mathematics page we have created for the September 2025 batch. You can see the qualifier grading document, student handbook. When we say student handbook, that is considered as an holy book for you all to go through whatever is there at the program, what you have to study, what is important, what is the fee structure, everything. Each and every doubts related to this program, you can go through the student handbook. So student handbook link is provided there. Whatever policy changes we are doing in the degree program will be reflecting there only. So you have to check for your fees. information for your program structure, for the credit information. And if you want to take a term break, how should I take the term break? Every information, each and every information related to the policy is mentioned in student handbook. When we say grading document deals with the grades, how the grades are calculated for the particular subject. If it is English, what I have to do in order to get the end semester hall ticket, how many credits I have to achieve, how the scores has been calculated for the CGPA, and what are the assignment deadlines. Everything is mentioned in the grading document. So the qualifier grading document is specifically for the qualifier process alone. Once you clear the qualifier exam, you can see the grading document is available for the entire syllabus. That's the entire program details. So that's separate grading document. So you have to follow that one. So next page, next part in this important links is communication section and the calendars. So the communication section, you can see the announcement groups. So every subject will have their respective announcement groups where the team will be sharing you the content release announcement, assignment deadlines announcement, exam notification. Everything will be shared over an announcement group. To go to your respective subject announcement group, kindly come to week 0 page, go to account communication and calendar section. Click here for the announcement groups. So the next part is the course calendar. As I mentioned in the previous slide, we do conduct live session with instructors. In order to you to participate in the live session to get your calendars aligned accordingly, you can click on the course calendar here. So if you click on the course calendar, every subject will have this page, info page, where if you click to the course calendar, it will direct you to the page Google Calendar where you can see for that particular subject which all dates the live sessions are available. So that I'll be showing it later how the calendar will look like in the future slides. We are moving to the next slide, the announcement page. Apart from the announcement group, we do have also have some in notifications where you can check it from the portal itself. So this is how a weekly content release notification will be provided for you. So every week, as I mentioned, on all 4 weeks, we will be releasing video content for each and every subject. So every week announcements will be shared to you along with the deadline reminders. So the next page we are going to look into is groups. So when we, as I mentioned earlier, discussion forum. So the discussion forum is the space where a student can, if he or she is missing the live session, but still have any questions, you are feel free to open your you open and ask your doubts in this discussion forum. This is the healthy platform for you to discuss with your peers and your instructors or the teaching assistant, get your doubts clear. So this discussion forum has a feature. So if someone wants to know what is happening in the discussion forum, you can do a digest of, when we say digest, it's a summary of some 10 conversation or 15 conversation happened in that discussion group. So how to do that option in the sense, you can go to my membership settings. You have to go to the email used for the member, like you can choose digest option. You ideally it will be there in the abridged option. You have to use digest option, which will send you a summary of some 10 conversation or 15 conversation, how many number you want a summary. So this digest will provide you the information about what is happening in the discussion group easily. So this will get as an email to your registered email address. Next, where I can check my scores in the portal. So when we say scores in the portal, before we have seen week 1, week 0 here. So after you write your assignments, if you click on the grades column, can you see or write on the left side below the modules, there is an option called grades. If you click on the grades, it will take you to this page where you can see what all the grades you have achieved in that particular assignment. So the grades will be available after your submission date is closed for the graded assignments. Okay. For the non-graded assignments, it's different. For the graded assignments, the grades will be available to you once the assignment deadline is closed. So now this is the important things you have to take a note of it in order to go through the process successfully. So in every course, every week, there will be a set of videos provided by faculty will be there. So as you see earlier, week 0 was there where it shows the important link information. Once the week 1 is released, you can see a button, you can see a tab open called week 1. So there will be modules by faculties and activity questions on based on every video. So every content you go through and you can practice that content, whether your understanding is well or not, by using the activities question. And the practice assignments are something the throughout the week content, after you go through all the modules in that particular week, you can start practicing the you start practice using the practice assignments. So post the practice assignment comes the graded assignments. Graded assignments are the ones which are very much important to you. So every week, every content will have a graded assignment with a particular deadline. So the graded assignments are considered for your qualifier exam eligibility as well. So I'll be showing you the eligibility in the later slides. The next one is tutorial videos. In future, in the further topics, advanced level topics, there will be some tutorial videos as well. So the next one is transcript, text transcripts and notes. Every class and every sessions you have, you can get the text transcripts and notes. And the reference books will be provided in the about course instruction itself. They'll be adding you the reference books for you to refer and learn the concepts a little more in detail. And for the qualifier students, before your qualifier exam, there will be a mock test conducted. So you have to attend that without any fail. So in order to get a hang of how the portal, how the exam you will be writing, what is your experience, how it's going to happen, and everything will be discussed over there. So you have to ensure that you are not missing out the mock session. So the next one is discussion forum. In the discussion forum, as I mentioned, you can discuss the details about your doubts or any queries. If you have concerns, you can raise it over there related to the subject part, related to the content. Okay. So next, this is how a calendar will look like. Once you click on go to calendar link in the week 0, it will direct you to that page for that particular subject, what all sessions we have. So we conduct activity question session, we conduct solve with instructor session, and we conduct the live session, open session for you to ask doubts. So what all different sessions are there, I'll be explaining you later. This is how a calendar will look like if you click on go to calendar link in the week 0 page. So you can see in this left hand side, there are my calendars, which is reviews, birthdays, reminder tasks. Along with that, if you check mark the other calendar, whichever is applicable to you for your subjects, that will alert you over phone as well. So if your registered email ID is logged in your phone, and if you are clicking on check mark here in the other calendars, you will get notified for your live sessions in your phone itself. So these are the types of live sessions that we are delivering. So the live session, first live session is activity live session, where the instructors or the teaching assistants will discuss about the activity questions for the each lecture, and you can solve the problem. And if you have any steps or if you have any doubts, you can clear it over there. And solve with instructor. So in this solve with instructor session, you will be discussing the practice assignment question papers and doubts, and you can solve with the instructors if you have any concerns with, and the steps can be discussed over there. The solve with instructor graded assignment session. These are conducted after your solutions, your submission deadline is closed and your solutions are released for that graded assignment. Then the instructors will be discussing those solutions over there in the session. So if you have any doubts, if you have any discrepancies, then please do join the sessions and raise your concerns there and get it cleared lively, so that you can get a hang of your doubts cleared on time. And the open sessions or something, if you have any question related to lectures or any topic, concepts, you want to get it clear, you can join the open sessions or the summary session. So when we have a lot of sessions, live sessions, do I need to mandatorily attend all the live sessions? So not all the live session requires a mandatory attendance. In electronic system, if any of the subjects, the policy is mentioned as you have to attend the live session, then you have to participate and show your attendance. But these other live sessions related to the practice assignment, graded assignments are not a mandatory attendance session. So if you are aware and you are clear with the concept, you are feel free to do it on your own. But if you want to discuss or listen to people asking doubts and getting a peer connection, you can join this session and get your doubts clear or listen to the others what kind of doubts they are receiving. So now coming to our qualifier process, what all I need to do to clear this qualifier exam? For you to go through this qualifier exam and clear it successfully, it's always recommended. The best practice is use your own notes. By going through your video lectures, try to prepare your own notes. And when we say assignments, graded assignments, it's always a good practice. You do your graded assignments on your own instead of sharing answers or getting the answers from the public websites, paying for it. Nothing is required. If you are practicing well in the practice assignment and doing the activity questions, it's more than enough for you to answer the graded assignments. So practice on your own, making your notes and doing the graded assignment is more than enough for you to clearing the graded assignment. So when it comes to the assignment part, graded assignment, you can submit n number of times before the deadline. It's not that if you submit once, it will close off. No. So if we are releasing the week to one today, like yesterday, the week one got released, the assignment will have at least a 10 days of deadline. So between the 10 days, the student can attempt submitting n number of times. So once the submission is done, you cannot see what answer you have typed in. But then once the submission is closed, deadlines are closed, then you can see the answers, whatever you have recorded and what are the acceptable, that is right answers. Both the information will be displayed. So graded assignments, when you are attempting, you can write n number of times and you can the last submission before you are recording, like before the deadline, whatever you are recording as your last submission will be considered for the evaluation. So you can practice n number of time and submit once you are confident, and you can leave it as such. So when it comes to the practice assignment part, practice assignment is something where we say you the name itself suggests you can use it for practicing. So every time you are going to attempt a practice assignment question paper in the portal, it will generate a new set of questions for you to go through the concept well and do a better preparation. So it is always recommended before taking graded assignments, solve a good amount of questions in practice assignment, then take the graded assignment so that you can clear it easily in one shot. So when it comes to discussion forum, follow the doubts, like whatever doubts related to this topics you are in your subjects, you can ask there. You can also have reply. You can also reply in the group if you are aware of the answer or if you are good at that concept. You can share the knowledge with the other peers. It's not recommended only the instructor has to reply for the doubts. Even the students who are good at concepts are also welcome to reply to the doubts. So now here comes the qualifier exam eligibility point. So everyone, kindly please listen to this properly. So this is very important for you to get the hall ticket for the October 26, 2025 qualifier exam. So if now the week one is released, you are started with the learning process. Okay. So in this case, the contents, you can see the graded assignments released, right? Now what you have to do is every week you have to attempt the graded assignment and you have to achieve a certain cutoff based on your category. Now, if a student has attended week one and week two assignment, we will calculate the scores and we'll calculate the average and see whether they are able to meet the requirement based on their category. This calculation will happen after you clear after the deadline of week one and week two submissions are over. Week one and week two graded assignment submissions are over. We will start checking how many students have participated and see whether they are achieved the average of this particular criteria, particular category, what they have applied for. So if the graded assignments, let's say week one you have achieved 100 and the week two you have achieved 80. So the average will sum up more greater than or equal to 40 percentage. So whoever is securing that percentage, they will get the hall ticket. They will get eligibility to write the qualifier exam on October 26. So students, now in the future slides, I'll be discussing what kind of advantage will it give you if you are clearing the week one and week two, if you don't clear the week one and week two. So keep it in mind. Graded assignments are the ones who uh, calculates your eligibility to write the qualifier exam. For the qualifier exam, if you do the graded assignment well, it's easy for you to clear the qualifier exam too. Now, after you have met the cutoff. So in this case, for general learner, if you are applied as a general learner category, 40 percentage is the average minimum assignment score you have to achieve. And also you have to keep it in mind, if you want to get the hall ticket for the qualifier exam, it's not in one course you have to achieve this cutoff. In each and every subject you have to achieve. So now, if I am a student writing electronic system qualifier in English one, mathematics, electronics paper, and C programming paper, in all the four papers, week one and week two, week one and week two, week one and week two, I have to write the assignment and I have to achieve the average. If I'm a general learner category student, I have to achieve the average greater than or equal to 40 percentage. If I'm a SEST or PWD candidate, then I have to achieve 30 percentage. PWD with SCST candidate, I have to achieve 30 percentage. If I'm coming under the category of OBC, NCL or EWS, then I have to achieve 35% percentage in each and every course. It is not sum of all the course. In all the subjects, you have to attempt all the assignments, and each assignment should pass this criteria, then only you get hall ticket for your qualifier exam to be conducted on October 26, 2025. So in case if you are applied as an OBC and CL candidate, but your document has been is displayed as rejected, or you are getting an alert stating your document has been rejected, then automatically we consider you as a general category student for the qualifier exam. So for the cutoffs for you will be calculated against the general category student, not as an OBC NCL student. In this qualifier exam process, once you clear the eligibility and you should not stop with your week one and week two assignment. It is recommended to continue the week three and week four assignments for you to practice and clear the qualifier exam. So we are moving to the next slide. What happens if you don't meet cutoff in 2 weeks? So there will be another chance provided. We will wait for you to write the week three in all the four courses, and we will calculate the average of best two out of first three weekly graded assignments. So for the students who are coming through after clearing the week three graded assignments, you will be getting your first qualifier exam on November 2025, November 21, 2025. So I am a student. If I didn't meet the cutoff in week one and week two assignment, team will wait for you to write the week three assignment. Once after writing the week three assignment, we'll calculate your average scores best two out of three assignments, then we'll be considering you. So when we say average, we'll calculate the average and we'll check against this average assignment scores required for each course. If you are meeting that cutoff, then you will be eligible to get hall ticket for the exam conducted on 21 November 2025. That will be your first qualifier exam. Let's say, let's see what are the passing criteria for the qualifier exam. Now we understood how to get hall ticket for the qualifier exam. I have to do all the graded assignments. In week one and week two, if I successfully clear the cutoff in each and every course, then only I get hall ticket for the qualifier exam. After getting the hall ticket, what should I do to pass the exam? So here, in each and every course in qualifier exam, you have to achieve 40% or greater than that for the general learners. Along with each subject-wise course, the overall we also consider the overall score. That is minimum required total qualifier exam score. So for the general learners, it is 50%. For the OBC NCL, it is 40%. For the AST and PWD is 40% and OBC NCL is 45%. Okay. So for the qualifier exam, for you to clear the qualifier exam, you have to focus in all the four subjects. You have to score a minimum scorer, a regulated 11 2-year category, and you also need to maintain the minimum total score. So both the criteria should meet in order to you to clear the qualifier and get into the first level admission. So you have to maintain both the things. This information is also available in our website. The cutoff details are there in the website. The cutoff details are there in the student handbook. So please go through the student handbook and the website so that you can understand easily what is your category, and for your category, what are the cutoffs required. Next, we'll move on to the next slide. What after the qualifier examination? What will happen? Let's say now you are a student who have cleared the qualifier. You have got the hall ticket after clearing week 1 and week 2 assignments, and you got October 26 exam hall ticket, and you have cleared the October 26 exam as well. So in this case, if you are a student who are completed 12th standard and you are going to start with this course, then you can immediately start off with the foundation level in the program. So here we have provided a recommendation, but again, this is not a hard pass rule that if you are a student who scored more than 70%, only have to take 4 courses. Not like that. If it is a recommendation for from our end based on your performance in the qualifier process. So, but you can take 4 courses even if you have scored 50% in the qualifier exam too. So now we'll go on to the next slide, how the course registrations will happen. So now the student who have cleared the exam and who have completed their 12th class, after you clear the 26th exam, we'll be publishing the results around October 30 or 31st. Immediately, your course registration process will start. So in this process, you will be choosing how many subject you want to study, and you have to continue with the term. So now when I say continue with the term, so whatever subjects you are learning in the qualifier process are the actual first set of 4 subjects in the foundation level. So now as a student, you have completed 4 weeks of syllabus in the foundation level as a qualifier student. Okay. If you have passed the qualifier exam, you are going to continue with the week 5 content of the subjects. So, in case if you are a student, you are confident that you can get the qualifier successfully. So, before your qualifier exam itself, the week 5 content will be released. You are feel free to. It's open for everybody. You don't want to register in order to get the week 5 content. You can start learning with the week 5 content. So now a student has cleared. In the sense, the registration window will open immediately on the day of results are announced. You can register for how many courses you want, and you will be start learning with the process. If you are a student clearing and start learning with the process, the main thing you have to keep in mind is how to get the end semester hall ticket for those 4 subjects. Now, I was stressing earlier that you have to participate in all the graded assignments from week 1 to week 4, right? Why? Because for you to get the end semester hall ticket for the final for all the 4 subjects in the foundation level, graded assignment plays a key role for their hall ticket for your hall ticket eligibility. So as a student, if you are let's say you have taken English 1 and electronics course as your first 2 courses in the foundation level after clearing your qualifier exam. Now, what will happen is you will be after your qualifiers course will be considered as the quiz 1 course. Let's say, for example, it's like an internal exams course. We can compare it in that way. Now, that qualifier exams course will be considered as a quiz 1 score for you for English and electronics paper. And the assignments, whatever you wrote, to calculate the in semester hall ticket eligibility, the average of the best 5 out of 7 first 7 weeks assignments, graded assignments, will be considered. That should be greater than or equal to 40 percentage. Now, to get your hall ticket itself, you have to score a minimum of 35 or the 40 percentage. And in terms of this is for qualifier process. Once you clear the qualifier and get into the degree program, first level program, to get the in semester hall ticket for the foundation level courses, we see after 7 weeks of contents is released, we will check your best we'll take your best 5 assignment scores and graded assignment scores and see the average is greater than or equal to 40 percentage. Once you enter into the program, there is no category wise cutoff. The category wise cutoff is applicable only during the qualifier process. After you clear the qualifier exam and you are coming to the next step, registering for the courses, then you will be your categories will only play in role during the fees discount, that is fee waiver. Rest of the parts, there is no category wise cutoff for the levels in the program. Okay. So if you don't meet this cutoff, like if you don't meet this assignment cutoff in the first 5 out of 7 weekly assignments, in 5 assignments, you don't meet this cutoff, you don't get semester hall ticket. So in this scenario, what happens is now as a student, I registered for 2 courses, but let's think I wrote only week 1 and week 2 assignment. I didn't write week 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6 and all. Then I don't get the eligibility to write the end semester. Now I have paid for the course. I started with the level, but I don't get hall ticket for the semester exam. I have to repeat the courses once again. So this is going to charge you this is going to end up in paying for the same course once again, and this will delay your course completion too. So students, keep in mind, once you enrolled, dedicatedly you do all your weekly assigned graded assignments. So doing the week 4 and week 3 graded assignments, it's important for you to go through the concepts and do the qualifier exam. And if you clear the qualifier exam, these will be taken, this assignment scores will be considered for your end semester hall ticket calculation. So after clearing the qualifier exam, as I mentioned, your qualifier scores will be considered as quiz 1 scores, and the quiz 2 scores is quiz 2 exam you will have on November 23, and the final semester exam will be conducted on December 21. So these are the exam deadlines. After clearing, what we have to do, either you can register for the courses. So keep in mind, students, if you're a 12th standard, if you're currently pursuing 12th class and you have registered for this process, for you, the course registration will not happen immediately. The course registration you can do after you clear your 12th standard. Now, I don't want to proceed. What should I do? Currently, I just want to clear my qualifier exam and I cannot take the foundation courses immediately in the sense. Yes, you can defer the course registration. You can come back and you can start the courses in the next term. Currently, you are in September batch and you can you can defer the course registration now and you can get back to us on January. So what we will do is after you clear the qualifier exam, we'll be providing you an admission letter. So in that admission letter, there will be a term details mentioned. When we say a term, it consists of 4 months. In a year from January to December, we have 3 terms. That is from Jan to April and May to August, September to December. So these are the term calculation. Every term, the term calendars will be released on your website and your grading documents too. So these are the 3 terms. So right now in admission letter, if a student clears on a September 25 batch, his score is valid for the current term. That is in which term you wrote the qualifier exam and the next 2 consecutive terms. When I say consecutive terms, it's the upcoming next 2 terms. That is Jan 26 batch. You can come and register for the foundation level course, and in the May 26 batch. If you are a student cleared 12th standard and you are ready to start with the foundation level, in the sense your validity of your qualifier exams to get admission into the program will be available till May 2026 only. If you don't do the first level courses registration within this May 2026, your qualifier scores are considered as an expired. So, in case you are a student who is currently pursuing 12th class, wrote the qualifier exam, in the sense, your eligibility, like your validity period will start after May 2026 only. Your year of passing will be 2026. So you will get the time window from May, September and Jan 27. So you will have the option to register for the courses till Jan 27th. This is applicable to the students who have cleared the qualifier exam but currently pursuing 12th standard. This is not applicable for the students who have cleared the 12th standard in 2025. So this is not applicable for you all. Whoever has cleared 12th and doing this qualifier, this is not applicable to you. The students who have cleared 12th and pursuing 12th standard right now will be passing on 2026. For them, they can do registrations till Jan 2027. Now, if you do a deferring the course registration, what will happen? The qualifier exam scores for the first four papers in the foundation level, that's what you wrote in qualifier. So that score, assignment scores, quiz one scores will not be carried out. If you are immediately doing the registrations, we will consider your assignments for the in terms of eligibility criteria. But if you are coming and joining us in the Jan 26 batch, you have to start from the week one syllabus in each of the subject you are registering for. So the first four subjects in the foundation level for the electronic system is Max 1, English 1, electronic circuits paper, and the C programming paper. And for the students who are planning, who are clearing the exam on October 26, 2025, after clearing your qualifier, you are registering for the C programming paper. In the sense, you will be having an online proper programming examination. For that, a set of rules will be published. So you have to, if you are wishing to register for the lab exam as well, then you have to give this OPPE immediately after the quiz too. So you have to check out for this announcements as well. There is a separate process called system compatibility test. You have to go through the test, then only you can appear for the C programming lab examination. So regarding that queries related to the C programming, after you clear the exam, you can reach out to the support-ES team in order to understand the process for C programming lab examination. Now, we'll get back to the system. What it will happen if I couldn't attend the exam, that is, I'm absent or I didn't pass the qualifier test, like I lost in one subject or two subject, what I have to do? Now, you got hall ticket for October 26 exam and you haven't cleared. In the case, you have to register for the reattempt test. In terms of registration for the reattempt test, you have to pay 50% of the fee, so applicable to your category. If you are a student who paid 6,000 or 5,000 as an admission fee, then from that 50 percentage will be your reattempt fees. Okay. So the once the results are published on the very same day, the reattempt registration will open. More or less, it will happen only for 2 days, not beyond the 2 days. So October 30 and October 31. Let's say we are releasing the result on 30th of October. On the same day, the reattempt registration will open. So for the students who are getting absent, you have to register for the reattempt immediately. And the reattempt qualifier will be conducted on 23 November 2025. So for the students who are absent for the qualifier examination, have to write all the four subjects on November 23 exam. If you are a student who didn't clear the qualifier exam because of one paper or two paper, you can reattempt only those question papers. You can skip the other question papers, even the system shows. You can attempt only. Let's say you have not cleared the C programming, but you have cleared all the other papers in the sense. You can just attempt the C programming alone. So while we are calculating the average and the course cutoff for each course, we will consider your previous attempt and we will take this attempt, and the best course will be used for your calculation process. So you don't want to give a reattempt for all the subjects. You can give reattempt only for the subjects which you have not cleared. Now, what happens to the student if I didn't meet the assignment cutoffs in week 1 and week 2 calculation? After week 3, what will happen? In this case, if you are interested to continue with the program, you have to register to us as a fresh applicant in the next term, and you can start with the content. In this case of registration, we call it as a reapply student. You can use your same email ID and you can reapply. While you are reapplying, you will be paying the full fees amount. There will be no reductions. If you are a student who are applying for the if you didn't clear qualifier and you are doing reattempt in the sense, then the registration fee will be 50%. But if you didn't in case you didn't meet the eligibility or you wrote qualifier exam but you didn't clear qualifier as well as the reattempt, then you have to do the full fees and start as a fresh applicant. While you are doing reapply, it will not ask you for any document submission. You will be directly clicking on the reapply button, fill your exam cities, then you will start with then you will complete the fee payment. There is no requirement for document submission once again. So right now, I have told you what all the important things you have to take care to get the hall tickets, how to clear the exam, what happens after clearing the exam. Now I'll be going back to the YouTube live streaming and see what are the questions we have received here, and I'll be clearing the doubts one by one. Okay, I'm back to the YouTube forum where you guys have posted some questions on the chat. Okay, students, I could see some of them raised a concern related to your course access is not available. I couldn't see the courses. So I could see that questions related to the not subscribed error. If you are seeing not subscribed error, kindly write to our email address support@study.iitm.ac.in so that the team can check your account. Most probably the issues whichever raised due, like we have found some set of IDs and we have fixed it yesterday as well. Still, if you are facing an issue, kindly reach to us through the support@study.itm.ac.in. I would also like to highlight here that now the term has been started for all the students in the program, that is all the levels. So we are facing a high ticket volumes right now. So the responses would be little delayed, but kindly patiently wait. We will be sending you the responses and we'll be fixing you the issues. Even if you are not contacting, we are checking in bulk and we are resolving the issues for the qualified students. Kindly wait for our update. And if the tickets are getting delayed, we recommend you to slightly wait for the update because of the high volume. Okay, in terms of in case related to your queries or phone calls, we do have phone call supported study. If you go to the data science website also, there is another number. You can reach out to that too. We have associates answering calls over there. But I would like to highlight here our calls will be operating only between 10 to 4 or 10 to 5, post which the calls are not on. And if you want to reach out to us, kindly reach out to our email addresses so that we'll be responding over there. And in terms of weekends, there is no phone call support during weekends. You have to write a mail only. Mail supports are available on weekends as well. What about graded assignments if we are not able to access the dashboard? In terms of graded assignments, the deadlines will not be changed. But if you are facing an access issue, that's just a one day. We have started with the day one, it's day two right now. So we'll be fixing it. Kindly write to us with your registered email address and your course name, mentioning it as an electronic system. We'll get back and fix the issue earlier. As I mentioned, we have fixed the issues for the set of ID yesterday's. So the course issues will be fixed by now. So can someone send me link to the portal? So if you want to link to the portal, kindly log in, go to the website where you apply, click on sign in. Once it's sign in, it will direct you to the page that's called a dashboard. From the dashboard, you have to, on the left hand side, you can see a set of options. That set of options will get you to there will be option called my current course page. Click on that option. It will direct you to the courses list. So there you can see the number of courses allocated to you. From there, you have to click on go to course page. So some questions are there, but if I try to log in, it's showing unsubscribed error. So if you are a student registered as a JE entry candidate, kindly log in from your student email address which has been sent. If you don't receive, write to our support team. They'll share you a student email address and password. So you have to access from there. If you're a qualifier student, then you have to log in from your registered email address. Then only you can see the portal. If you are seeing the not subscribed error, kindly share us the screen recording so that we can able to fix the issue. Okay. As this is a live streaming, I cannot collect the email addresses directly, but I will be highlighting it to the team. I could see Piyush and some more students have Abhishek and Swaroop. Everyone has raised a concern related to the course access issue. So I will be highlighting it to the team and try to fix it down by end of today and sending you an announcement, guys. So please wait for the update. If you have any queries or you didn't understand the process or you want to see this once again, this YouTube video is available for you all. You can access this once again. You can come back and check this informations and get that doubts cleared. If you still have a questions, as I mentioned, kindly go through your documents, that is the student handbook, and get the cutoff details and exam eligibility, everything cleared. Okay. As there is no more further questions mentioned, and can I get the graded assignments live session video after? Okay. So in case if you're attending any live sessions and there isn't any important discussions are happening, based on the instructor's call, if the instructor thinks that these topics are not discussed on the videos provided, then they might share the recorded video. But it is not all the time we share the recorded video for the live sessions with instructors. So that's depend upon the subject wise and depends upon the instructor who is taking the class, whether they want to share the recorded video in the sense they'll share. If the topic is already discussed on the videos by the lecturers, then you have to go by the lecturer's video only. Okay, I don't see further questions. Well, I could see only the repetition of the same question. So in terms of access issues, guys, I'll be working with the team and will share a bulk announcement with you all based on the access relevant issue. And meanwhile, we'll highlight it to the ES department also to check with the support ticket and ensure the issues are getting answered faster. Thank you all. Thank you all for joining and thank you for waiting patiently. Even though we started delay, thank you for your cooperation and understanding in this matter. Have a good day ahead. All the best for you all to clear the qualifier exam and start with your electronic system program with the IITM Madras. Mahesh, we can close the live stream.